So today we are going to be making barbecue ribs baked into the oven. And this is the seasoning that I like to use for my dry rub mixture. I have sprinkled it into 2 pans. For each pan, I also have sprayed a non-stick spray. Now, to each of these pans, I'm going to be adding some brown sugar. For the ribs, there is going to be a membrane attached to them. To help get that off, you'll notice I am going to be using a paper towel. It just helps grips it so that I can get it off in one clean shot, but that doesn't always happen. I do struggle a little bit, which is okay. So it's just going to take me a few tries longer to get all of it off, and that's fine. Now, because I do have that membrane off, it is going to be a lot easier for me to cut up the meat. Now, a lot of people don't like the meat cut before they cook it. I personally do, and that is why I'm cutting up the meat before I bake it. So we have cleaned our counters. I'm going to be pulling these meat trays a little closer, and we are going to be adding brown sugar directly onto the meat. And then after the brown sugar, I am going to be adding more of the seasoning that I had originally put in the pan. So right now, just to kind of ensure that that flavor is all over every single piece, I am patting the meat down with the seasoning, as well as I'm also rotating each piece. Now, before I put these into the oven, I am going to be putting not a lot of water, but just a little bit of water. It is gonna sort of create like a steaming effect with the meat. And then I will be covering the ribs. And you can use foil if you don't have lids. So these are going to be going into the oven at 350 for about 2 hours and 15 minutes, give or take. And once you take them out of the oven, I should have grabbed an oven mitt. That's what I'm going to recommend. I want to show you what the meat's gonna look like. Now for the juice, I will be draining that. And then what I want to do is actually flip over the pieces so that it is kind of the meat side up. And this is how tender the meat is right now. It's almost to that fall off the bone stage. So I am going to be covering these back up and putting them back into the oven, still at 350 degrees, but only for about 30 minutes. So now these are actually back out of the oven after that 30 minutes, and I'm going to be putting on a sauce that I grabbed out of the fridge. You can pretty much use any sauce that you have on hand. So now I'm just grabbing a brush. And another reason why I like to cut up my meat is when I put the sauce on it, I know the sauce is going to run down the sides. And I know you guys can't smell it, but these actually smell really, really good right now. And we will be doing this to the other pan before we put it into the oven. Here they are, ready to go into the oven. Now you'll notice I am not covering these. And that is because we want the ribs to get that caramelized color that we all like. So this is only going to be going into the oven for about 35 minutes. And now the ribs are done and they smell really good. So this is what the rib meat looks like. It's so tender and it is fall off the bone. So this is what the rib's gonna be looking like, which looks amazing, smells amazing. And let me tell you, it tastes amazing. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy. I hope you like and subscribe. Bye!